Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on, beautiful, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and we're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Yeah, drop a 4 in the back of that name. Welcome to the stream, guys. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great week so far. Today, we're checking out a pre-release look at the Aerosoft updated CRJ V2. This aircraft came out, what's it been, 4 years ago? This was the first complex airliner, first complex aircraft to actually come out on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, all the way back in the day. You guys know what I'm talking about, chat? You know what I'm talking about, chat? All the way back in the day. Can you believe it? This was like the first. We were so hype about this plane when it came out back then, man. It was crazy. We're excited, and Aerosoft was on top of it. They were the first one to drop a complex airliner, and this was it. But since then, it's been extremely outdated. Very few updates. Matter of fact, I thought the project was dead, but I guess we were wrong, because they've been working in silence, and here we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 for the latest updated version of it, which is called V2. Now, a couple things before we get started. Common questions. This aircraft is available and flyable on 2020 and on 24. It's not a 2024 plane. It is a 2020 plane. It just happens to work on 2024. So all those special walk around features and, you know, all those special things that like 2024 kind of, you know, did, it does not do those things, but it's flyable and it gets you from A to B. It works. So yeah, that's what that is. There's been a few updates. I don't know all of them. I know they redid the cabin. They've adjusted the flight model. They've adjusted the sounds. I think they've gone through and tweaked a bunch of systems and stuff like that. Stuff that only like maybe a real CRJ pilot might actually pick up. And no, I am not a real world CRJ pilot. I am a flight simmer just like you who are watching the stream right now. And so we're gonna check this out from a flight simmer's perspective. As you can see, they just finished deboarding the previous flight. We're currently in LAX, and today we're flying to Flagstaff. It's gonna be a nice flight. Matter of fact, I forgot to do this before I started the stream, but I actually don't want to fly real time. I want to rewind the time back like maybe 2 hours. That works. I just want to have a nice daytime flight today. I don't want to fly. I don't want to fly in the dark time, like in the dark. Like where we're going today. Matter of fact, this entire route we're about to fly is going to be gorgeous. So if you don't like the CRJ, you can also stick around for the window seat views of the scenic route we're about to fly into Flagstaff. Again, if you want to join us, we are on that sim today, and we just happen to have some ATC. That's not often. I feel like that I get ATC in my live streams in the States, at least. But we just happen to hop in at the right time. But as you guys know how VADSIM is, they could hop off at any moment. So I'm not depending on them to stick around. If they do leave, if they leave us, you know, stranded out here in these cold, dark IFR streets, then we will definitely switch to Say Intentions AI ATC, which is my, you know, my chosen AI use. So without further ado, how you guys doing in the chat? Let me make sure I got chat on screen real quick before we get going, so I can see you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have any concerns, any complaints, whatever, obviously we'll keep the conversation going, man. It's good to be here. I think. Oh yeah, by the way, let me put a quick disclaimer out here. Last week we had a lot of issues with my live streams dying. Matter of fact, my whole PC was dying, and so I think I may have fixed it. I think it might have been an NVIDIA driver problem. The latest driver basically broke everything, and I went and reverted it back this morning, and it has not happened since. So if like abruptly the stream just ends, that means I didn't fix it, and that's why. And so I'll try to get it back up. If I don't get it back up, we'll try to go live again tomorrow. So to put that out there just in case we get disconnected. All right, Clover Rocks is in the house. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Aviator David is in the house. Welcome aboard. What route are you flying today? We're flying from LA to Flagstaff. That's Kilo Lima Alpha X-Ray to Kilo Foxtrot Lima Golf, I believe. And yes, we are all in VADSIM today. So come through, homie, come through. Again, if you can't fly with us, as always, you have a window seat right here in the back for you. All right, we're in the flight deck in the pit of the starter edition, aka the CRJ. Yes, don't forget, guys, CRJ lives do matter. we're not all just flying A350s out here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. Did I miss anything here before we get going? Random video editor, welcome to the stream. MSFS is in the house. Welcome aboard. Micro Sim Fanatic, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Brady, that plane guy, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Element is in the house. You'll be flying with me, but drop the R and I'll be in the CJ4. Sounds good, man. Catch you late, or catch you in the air, man. Castiel is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Should do a CRJ route from Daytona. Is one of the few routes out of here. Yeah. Clover Rocks, Blue, what route you fly? Okay, I already answered that, and I think we're good. Cool. All right, so we are in Microsoft 2024. As far as like, does it look better than 2020 or the V1? I mean, it looks mostly the same. I've honestly have not flown this plane in a long time, so I can't really freshly compare the V2 to the V1. But kind of looking at it just as it is, I don't think it looks bad. I think the cockpit looks just fine. I don't have any major complaints with how the textures are done or how the glass is done, anything like that. I'm happy with it. We also have our EFB. Aerosoft was the first, I want to say, the first airliner to come out with an EFB, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. So Aerosoft was ahead of the game back when 2020 first launched. They launched the first complex airliner, and they had a working EFB. Very, very you know, impressive. Now, one thing we used to do in my old streams, I'm gonna bring back, at least for today, is I used to always start my streams off with a motivational quote of the day. And because I'm feeling motivational and I think somebody needs to hear this, I'm gonna drop this right here on the stream. All right, you ready, set, go. Here it is. Keep moving forward. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. So that's for somebody in the chat. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. Keep grinding, guys. Keep chugging along. You got this. Don't give up. Give it all you got. That's what I always say. All right, so let's start the aircraft up. We have our checklist. We're probably not going to really mess with that. First of all, nose wheel steering needs to be off. That's good to go. We'll go to the top side. I am potentially planning on making a quick start guide for this too, so we'll see if that actually happens. Battery on. Beautiful. We do have ground power, which is what AC right here says avail. So if we want to plug that in, we could do that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and go straight to the APU. And to do that, we'll go to our APU, click on APU power. We'll go here to our middle screen. We'll check where we see APU door closed, goes to APU door open. That is good to go. And we'll go and hit the start. We'll get the start light. APU is now starting. Let's go to the outside and take a listen. All right, looks like our APU is fired up. Woodrow 44 in the house. I was to say Woodrow Fofo is in the house. Man, welcome to the stream, man. Tipping on Fofos, yeah. All right, so we are gonna go back up to the top. APU is on and avail, and let's get the air conditioning on. So hop over to the right hand side, get the AC on 1 and 2, recirculation fans to on. We'll get the windshield heat to low. Both left side and right side. Let's go ahead and do everything on the overhead right now. So we get our nav lights on, logo lights on. Don't need beacon, strobes, or wings. Hydraulic 3A, we'll leave that on. That's off. Wait. Yeah, these need to be off. 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 Alright, cool. That's good. And other than that, we are good to go. We'll go ahead and get the smoking signs and seatbelt signs into the auto and emergency lights into arm. And that is good to go. Let's go to our EFB now. And again, if you want to follow checklist, you can. I'm not going to today, but you could do that. I might actually take a look just to make sure I didn't miss anything, but that'll be later. All right, we'll go to the new tab, which is called Flight Plan. This is new in V2. You can import your OFP from the good old legendary SimBrief. So if you don't have a SimBrief account in your flight simming, you need to make it happen. You're a bit behind. SimBrief.com. That's where you can make all your IFR flight plans. So I got that. We're going to import our OFP from there. And we actually view the OFP by clicking on this here. I'm going to close it though. And I'm going to send that to my FMS. So I can send that whole flight plan straight to my FMS, so we don't have to do it manually. If you want to do it manually, again, you can. We're also going to hit set payload and fuel. That's going to do exactly as it says. It's going to set the payload and fuel. We can confirm that. Click on view OFP. Plan fuel looks like 9339, and let me make sure that we're in pounds. Alright, Fahrenheit, pounds, yeah, we're good. Yeah, alright, cool. So I just want to make sure. That's one of the first mistakes you can make, is you're in kilograms or something like that, alright? Alright, so we're in pounds. Payload is set for like 933 something. There it is, total fuel 9335. We do have the APU on, and the APU is an engine, right? So that is going to burn fuel over time. Less fuel than the actual engines, but it's still going to burn fuel, so it won't be exact, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so that's good to go. We do already have a pre-departure clearance with ATC. Again, we are on that sim multiplayer ATC network, so I'm not going to worry about that. But for the weather, we have 25014. Visibility is only 3. It's pretty foggy, or I don't know, like low visibility in LA today, which is interesting. Broken at 300. Temperature is 14, dew point 12. Altimeter 2998. Let's drop that in here right now. Our barrel, we're going to click on the top of this yoke to drop it down like that. And we want, what did I say it was? 2998. So we'll go over here to barrel 2998. I have that in my settings synced for both sides, so I don't have to do it twice. I have some lighting over here we can turn on if we need to. Whatever, that's cool. Alright, let's go to get GSX boarding, because that might take a little while. Alright, request boarding, yes please. Waiting for deboarding to complete. Okay, I guess it's still deboarding, so oh wait. Alright, let's go to what's next? I think our FMS, right? Yeah, let's go to FMS now. I'm gonna go over here and we'll go to our index page first, and then pause in it, position initialization. Dre Sanchez is in the house, man. What's up, man? Thank you for your service, by the way. I know it's random as heck, but welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're gonna go to our next page. We'll copy our GNS1 position, go back to previous page, drop that into our set position. Now, what we haven't done is actually the IRS knobs. They're down here. So nav, nope, that's the brake. It's like right in the way, right here. So nav, just like that. While we're down here, I'm gonna hit the stab trim, mock trim. We'll get the radio on, yaw dampers on, and I think that is all I gotta click on down here. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, back to our FMS again. For sure, Dre, for sure. Let's go to flight plan. Actually, no, execute. And then flight plan. And we have our routes, so those who were asking in chat, where are you flying today? Well, here it is right here. LA to Flagstaff. Flagstaff is in, what state is Flagstaff in? Is it Nevada? Arizona? I think it's Arizona. It is Arizona. Flagstaff, Arizona, just outside of the Grand Canyon. It's going to be a beautiful flight. We might fly over the Grand Canyon. So that's good to go. That's our flight plan. It's going to import everything except for your departure and arrival. So I'm going to click on departure arrival, and I'll read that off for you guys. It is in your SimBrief OFP. It's the DOTS2. Matter of fact, let me go check something. We did get clearance. Let me make sure that they didn't change it. So our ACARs, or our clearance, I should say. Man, it is really foggy out there. Look at that. Holy crap. We are SkyWest 116 today. That's our call sign. We're in a CRJ 900 departing from LA. Destination is Flagstaff. We have been cleared via the DOTS2 departure CLE transition. Altitude 350, squawk 1341. Looks like departure is going to be on frequency 126.52. Going to climb via SID, except maintain 5,000. And we'll hit 350 5 minutes after departure. So we'll keep that in mind. So 5,000 is pre-selected, squawk 1341. Let's go drop that in before I forget it. You know what I mean? Let's go here. We go to radio and ATC 1341. Put that under ATC. Beautiful. We can actually go over to 126.525 right now, which is the current frequency, 126.525, and we should hear people talking. There it is. Alright, so turn that down. So we did get pre-departure clearance, so we don't need to call for clearance. We already got it. We're just going to call for pushback. Well, probably just taxi, actually. So that's good to go. Alright, so that's all good. We're going to go back to our flight plan and continue back to departure and arrival, as I was just saying. Runway 24 left, I think, is what we're using today. Did he give me a runway on that clearance? He did not. And there's no ATIS online right now, so we'll just take what we were expecting. So runway 24 left for departure. Dots 2, or actually, yeah, dots 2, departure, cleave, transition, and we'll hit execute on that. Back to departure, arrival, index, arrival, and that's going to be, actually there is no arrival. Yeah, we do not have an arrival. There are no arrivals into Flagstaff. It's a pretty, it's not a small airport, but it is a regional airport, which is why I like CRJ ops. I love flying to little airports like these. So we are expecting runway 3 though, and it's going to be an RNAV approach today. Let me go ahead and grab my chart so we can find out what our transition is going to be. So it's going to be the RNAV 03 right here, and JUSO is going to be our transition. No vectors. The rest of that is all good. We'll hit execute with that, and done. All right, over to flight plan. We'll continue. Go to perf initialization. So you can fill this page out manually if you want, or you can go over here and go to performance page. This is the old performance page like we remember from V1, except it added a few more buttons like this one down here. We can hit copy perf initialization data to FMS. That's going to copy that to that page. Boom, it's done. All we got to do is put our cruise altitude, so flight level FL350. Will I be doing a return leg? I don't have plans to do a return leg. This route is about an hour and a half-ish. But no, I don't have plans today to do a return leg. So it's either you fly with me on the first leg or there's no leg. Alright, execute that. VNAV setup. Now VNAV is a little bit weird and tricky. It's weird that it even says VNAV because it really isn't much of a VNAV in this plane. There's no auto throttle or anything like that, so it's weird. I'm still getting used to it. That's one of the things that I have to always kind of re-practice and learn in the CRJ is how the VNAV and autopilot stuff works. Michael Ferguson is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, man. Hope you have an amazing day. What do you have for a display? I have a Hisense 4K monitor. It's actually a TV screen that I use. So it's not a gaming monitor, it's a TV screen. Alright, that's good. Let's go to the actual perf page. And in here, you're supposed to be able to click 4, 6 and drop that under the flex, but it doesn't work for me. I've actually let Aerosoft know that. I don't know if it's something I'm missing or something they're missing. I don't know, but it's not working, so we don't need it. It's not a big deal. Other than that, though, I think we're basically ready to go. Just checking my little checklist here. Alright, let's go to the MFD menu, and we can turn on the VNAV information. So what this screen is all about is basically just changing the options on your MFD. So if I go and click on here, you see how it's changing. So I want the VNAV information on there. That'll show us our top of descent and some of our altitude restrictions and things like that. We'll also throw the missed approach on there because why not? This is also independent. So if I go to the right screen, I can change that on the right screen as well for the first officer. Alright, that's good to go. Alright, cool. So that's done. Next up, we'll go up to the top, get our DC service on. We'll get our nav lights, local lights are already on. Windshield heat's already on. Seatbelt signs are already on. Let's go down here and make sure our format is correct. So right here, this is our PFD. If you want to change the format, you could do that over here under format range. And you can zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. So that's good to go there. We got V speeds here, which, you know what, speaking of V speeds, let's go to our EFB and we'll grab the V speeds. All we got to do, as long as your perf data and all that stuff is filled out, all you got to do here is click set all, and that'll put your V speeds right here on the left side in blue. So that's good to go. If you find out that your nav source is incorrect, so mine says FMS1, which is what we want. That's what we want. But if yours says like VOR or LOC, like you want to make sure you rotate this nav source back to FMS1. All right, copy that. Good. All right, cool. So that's all good to go. We are good. We'll change our altitude to 5,000. That's the altitude that they gave us initially for our climb out here out of LA today. Oz Flight Simmer, welcome to the stream, man. And I heard that you either have already done it or about to do it. You're knocking on the door of 100,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. So I want to say massive congrats to you, man, on that. That is a big freaking deal. I know you've been doing your grind, man, and so I want to salute you for that. That is not an easy thing to do. You've been consistent and you've been effective. So congrats to you, man. Minecraft says you can't wait to get your hands on this video tomorrow. Yes, it does come out tomorrow, as from last thing I heard. So if you guys are interested in flying the CRJ, I believe it comes out tomorrow. Alright, what else we got to do? Let's see. Windshield heat's good, seatbelt sign's good, NASWA's good, barrel's good. Let's go ahead and arm our thrust reversers, which are down right here. Boom, boom, arm, arm. And we are ready for pushback. Alright, go to the top side. We'll get our fuel boost pumps on, beacon light on. APU's already on. We'll get the external power and all that stuff like that disconnected. I think GSX is stuck, so I'm gonna reset GSX as soon as I find it. Yeah, it thinks I'm still trying to do something. It's waiting for something, so I'm gonna reset position. If you ever have a problem with GSX where like it gets stuck at a certain point, you can just go reset, or you can go to like your task manager and click on the CUATL thing and like just restart it from there. Alright, let's go here. We are ready for pushback. American Airlines, beautiful.
What gate are you at?
Yeah, I'm trying to be like you, Oz Slicer, man. I'm trying to catch up to you, bro. I'm trying to catch up to you, man. My honest goal was to reach 100,000 subscribers at the
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
At the end of last year. We did not meet that goal. We are 25,000 short, which is okay because I set a goal high, and I think we still accomplished a lot of amazing things. I'm not upset about it at all. But this year, my goal is 150,000. But yeah, we'll see, man. In God's timing. All right, so
Departure checks completed. Bypass.
just ready for pushback. That's I guess a nice pushback cam going. So I am in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So we don't have chase planes, sadly. But I can't wait to get chase plane in Microsoft Flight Sim 24. Alright. That, you just ignore the jet bridge. just ignore that jet bridge. Alright, we'll go back inside, we'll go to our EFB and we get all doors shut. The ground crew didn't shut like any doors. That's a problem. Do I brake on? Why can't I close the doors? I think the problem is there's an option in here where it's on the third page. It says automatic door handling by GSX. I don't think that crap works. So I'm gonna save that. I think it's making it so that I can't control it, maybe. Why can't I close my doors? Let's see. Next year is my 10th year on YouTube. I did not know that. That's news to me. I did not know that. Why can't I close my doors for real? Because they're open. They're definitely open. I want them closed, like right now. Maybe we gotta wait for GSX to do their thing and then we can close them ourselves. Because they're all open. All the external doors, like the... Yeah, look at that. So it's just the rear door, the aft door is open. Can I close that one? Let's see. Yeah, it says that these are closed, and this is open. 4K. Is there a way for me like to force that to close? Did I find a bug? I don't know if it's a bug, but. I don't want that in all my screenshots. I assume I should be able to click that. It might be because your chocks are removed. Can I put them back on? Let's see. Good thought. Oh, you're... Bro. Dubs in the chat for Clover. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Locking gear.
There we go. And now GSX is doing what they're supposed to do, too. Beautiful. Love it. Alright. What are we missing? Alright, so ready for pushback. We've already got clearance. We should not need to contact anybody. I don't think we need to. So we're gonna push back on our own. I don't think they have ground control in LA, do they? I don't actually know. It's like SoCal Approach just came online, which is technically who we're gonna need to talk to. Right? Yeah. I think. Right? We're in LA, and I think we have to talk to SoCal Approach. I'm not sure. We're gonna push back the other way. Alright, let's go nose, let's see, where's 2-4? Oops. 2-4 is that north or south, chat? 2-4? That's north. Alright, that's north. So we're in an alleyway anyways. It'd be nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Benjamin, welcome to the stream, man. We're about to push back. Stand by. Alright, beacon light is on, and I think we're waiting for them. Are they ready? I think they're ready. Alright, brakes loose, clear push, tail
Commencing push.
south.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Copy that, we will start at will. Okay. Alright, we're moving. I don't know why ATC is talking to me on the in-game ATC. K Money, Cameron, Lact, John, Capin, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm just seeing you guys' messages. I didn't have TikTok chat up, but we are live on TikTok. The Aerosoft CRJ V2 comes out tomorrow. What's up, Cameron? How you doing? Hello. Hello. Richard's World, change frequency. I will do. Oh, look at that iconic, the LA arch in the back.
Please set parking brake.
Brakes set. Clear disconnect. Show us the pin.
Unlocking gear.
Beautiful. All right. While we're waiting for that, let's do as the chat says, and we'll set our frequency here on the radio because they done changed it on us. We need to contact. Oh, there is an ATIS now. 133.8. We'll grab that in a second. Right now, let's get 128.05. We'll go 128.05 and COM 1. I'm gonna try to put the ATIS on COM 2. We'll see what happens if it does the dual channel thing. 133.80. Let's go to COM 2. I assume that's gonna work, right? Where is COM 2? Is this COM 2?
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
No, this is COM 1.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
That is definitely COM 1. I don't hear anything on either channel so far. I guess maybe nobody's talking. Hey, I'll get the ATIS manually. Alright, ATIS is information Foxtrot 220 at 8. Visibility is getting worse. It was 3 earlier. It's now 1 mile. There's Miss Jennifer with the flag. Thank you very much. My LA ramp
Clear to
agents.
start engines.
Altimeter 13, dew point 12. Altimeter 3001 now. Let's swap that over. Yeah, that changed a lot actually. 3001, 5000 pre-selected as requested. Simultaneous ILS approaches are in use for 24 right and 25 left. Parallel approaches in progress between LA and Hawthorne airports. Departures in progress for 24 right, 25 right, and 25 left. No TAMs aside. X system in use. Activate transponder with mode Charlie on all taxiways and runways. Read all runway host or instructions advised on initial contact. Give information. Foxtrot. That's what we got, chat. We got Foxtrot. All right. So we're hoping to get 2-4 left. We're pushed back. We're going to get in the alley. Let's get the engine started up. So to do that, it's pretty simple. We already have our fuel pumps on left and right. All we need to do is go right here and click on that right engine starter for 3 seconds. That's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and boom. We take a look here at our screen. We can see our N2 is rising. There's 6%. We're looking for 20. ITT's 13 and 1 slowly climbing up as well. 14. Yeah, is the Lear good? I need to fly the Lear. Element. I'm sorry, Data. Welcome to the stream, man. What are you doing up so late? Welcome aboard, bro. All right, there's 20. We'll click on the red button and throw it up. Boom. And starting up the engine. Take a listen outside. A little quiet, but the CRJ is not a very loud plane on startup. Definitely not the Bore sound pack, but it is, I think, an upgrade from V1. All right, our good on engine 1. How long is our taxi? I might taxi on 1 engine. Let me take a look. Let's go here to our EFB. Let's go to charts. We should be able to zoom in. I like this. I like this new page. Alright, so we're down here. 2-4 right is up there. We got traffic down there. Yeah, it's a pretty long taxi. We'll taxi with 1 engine. That's fine. So let's finish up the startup. Gens are on auto. That's good. I'm gonna leave the APU on just in case. And yeah, I think that's really it. Look at our flaps. Flaps 8 for takeoff. Reversers are being armed. We got the 1 engine on, and I think we are basically ready for taxi. And chat, if I get anything wrong, let me know. I'll try to correct it. It does say our ground spoilers are not armed yet. This is fine. And these are all yaw damper. Good evening, Nathan. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing, bro? Welcome back, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Everybody showed up tonight. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's turn up the ATC and get on out of here.
We're on the south ramp at LAX, ready to taxi.
There's Element. Shout out to Element.
There's 7-1 Romeo Alpha SoCal departure.
Oh, let me make sure my push to talk works.
1 runway 24 left. Correction 25 left. Taxi via Alpha.
It's not. Apply. Okay.
Taxi via 25 left via Alpha for 7-1 Romeo.
SoCal approaches KLM 777. We're coming to arrival for the Arnott Zulu for runway.
What's up, Captain Clapped? Welcome to the stream.
KLM 777 heavy SoCal approach, number altimeter 3005.
Alright, some of my settings are wrong, so I'm just fixing them.
Runway 27 approach.
We were headed to Flagstaff today from LAX.
KLM
I think that's good.
Southwest 355, contact Lindbergh Tower 118.3.
183, Southwest 355.
Alright, we're good. Alright, let's hit them up. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? We are on Charlie 8, Terminal 5.
Southwest 30 at 75, so cut
There we have Foxtrot. Is he ready to copy? Alright, let's call him up.
Approach control on the ramp at LAX.
Affirmative.
I request push and start for Cascadia 444.
Cascade 444, transponders on standby, squadron.
Oh, let's do that actually.
SoCal approach, Southwest 2243 on the ground at Long Beach. Request taxi to runway 30.
It's on.
Southwest 2243, so got departure, correction, Long Beach, altimeter 29999, runway 30, taxi via Lima.
To 380 via Lima, Southwest 2243.
Cascadia
I think it's
444,
on.
push on to Charlie, approved, AC.
I think
Charlie
it's on.
Bases, Cascadia 444.
You did a flight sim flight for the first time in 2 years today. Oh my! I'm so happy for you though, bro. I know you've been busy. All right, let me call these guys up. LA, Skywest 116 is it's, Terminal 5, ready for taxi with Foxtrot.
Skywest 16, so got departure, transponders on standby, normal.
Okay, I'll be at standby. How do I fix that, chat?
Class A14, heavy SoCal approach.
How do I get this out of freaking standby?
For runway 24 left.
Need help? Help! How do I get us out of standby? I click here. Standby. The knob below this one. That changes the number. That changes the number. Turn the knob to standby 1 or 2. Where's that knob? Oh, this one right here? Ah, got it. Thank you, guys. I knew it was something stupid. LA, Skywest 116, Terminal 5, Spark and Tropic. I knew it was something stupid. Just waiting for a reply. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Like, the CRJ is so different from like every other plane we fly. Everything is in a different position. Yeah, I'm gonna get off of this. This right here, because it has the ATIS for whatever reason, and it's just putting it in text down below me, and it's kind of annoying. How's the CRJ so far? We're just pushing back. We haven't really gone anywhere yet, so I'll let you know when we get out there how I like it. Hopefully everything goes okay and fine. Did he step away? I haven't heard him say anything. And it is foggy in LA today. Alright, while we wait for ATC to come back, here's a cabin. Make sure the flight attendants are alright. I feel like it should be pretty easy to get a GSX passenger model back here. I don't remember too much about the V1 CRJ. All I know is they apparently redid the cabin and it looks better than before. My opinion is it looks a little bright. Now you can turn the lights on and off, so that probably is why it's so bright. We'll probably turn the lights off for departure. There are screens in the back, which is nice, but very illuminated. Yep, drops tomorrow, Zotac. Yes, it does. Let's go ahead and check on them again.
Every day.
SyncTac donated $5 through Super Chat. Add to your drink tab for FS Expo.
I appreciate that, man. Definitely. Hope to see you guys at Flight Sim Expo, and it's same to you, Zotac. I think I should have a drink tab myself, but don't come trying to be my friend to get a drink tab. But yeah, come through, guys. It's gonna be a good time in Providence, Rhode Island. Did I put the wrong frequency? Yeah. How did I get on this frequency? We're supposed to be on 12805. We're on 13565. I don't know whose frequency that is, but that's not it. Let's 12805. I'm not sure how I got on that frequency, to be honest. There's that, 12805. And we'll put under standby departure 126.525. There. Alright, let's call them up again. LA Skywest 116 is ready for taxi at 05 Foxtrot.
Service 116, set departure, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo.
25 right via Bravo, Skywest 116. Alright, so we give us 25 right via Bravo. That might be a bit of a shorter taxi for us. Actually, that is going to be a shorter taxi for us.
Like that.
If I zoom out a little bit, you see Bravo's right there. So cool. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's get our taxi lights on. And brakes release. Let's go. Alright, copy that, Elbit. I'm coming. I'm coming. I gotta do my cinematic thing, you know what I mean?
Approach, welcome, LA altimeter 3001.
Gotta do my cinematic thing, you know what I'm saying?
At,
I'm talking about. Alright, before we crash, you go back in the cockpit. Alright, so the second taxiway should be Bravo. Is this Bravo? No, that's Bravo over there. I think we're getting a little bit of rain, a little bit of precipitation out here. Yeah, man, Chase Plane is great. We're not using it right now because we're on Microsoft 2024. Chase Plane is not compatible with Microsoft 2024 yet.
Tornado cleared ILS from 25 left approach.
So looking forward to that day because I have used Chase Plane in 2020 and I do absolutely love it. And I tell you, man, once you go with the Chase Plane, it is hard to go back. So yeah, alright, should be a left turn here, I think.
20 right, clear to land. 20 right, clear to land, November 737.
Yes, Joey Curtis, from the last thing I heard, it is releasing tomorrow.
2269, passing through 260 for 320.
Ram 22 horizon 2269.
You don't even fly 2024 because of it. That's what I'm scared of too, man. I'm scared if I get too deep into Chase Plane, which I've already kind of have. I was doing a test. I was testing Chase Plane on my A350 in 2020. I think I have like 40 cameras made already.
8.3. Thanks for being on, man. Have a great night, Kevin.
Let's zoom our screen in here.
350, turn right heading 220. Right, 220, southwest 350.
Chad, do not let me forget to
13,000.
turn the second engine on. Let's do that right now, actually. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Starting engine 1.
001, runway 24 left, taxi via Kilo Echo. Caution, Delta Airbus will be off your left taxi.
Runway 24 left, Kilo.
Alright, monitoring in 2. There's 12%. Let's take off.
Southwest 2243, traffic, 2 o'clock.
A little shorty bus.
Westbound for the North Company.
Alright, there's 19. There's 20.
Airbus heavy, sending out a 3000 level.
Oh, what does that do?
We have the traffic, Southwest 2243.
Oh no.
Cascadia 444, radar contact, want to maintain 1 tree down.
What does that button do?
Maintain 13,000, passing 1,000, Cascadia 444.
Lack, this is not career mode. Nope.
There are 9 miles from Kobe, maintain 2,600 to a
This is free flight.
Cleared ILS from right approach.
Yeah, I agree. Chase Plane is amazing, man. It really is. It really is. I want to arm our ground spoilers also. And our yaw damper.
And 37.5 back to you, Sunderland.
All right, it's been a long time since I have flown in or out of LAX.
Climb via SID, maintain 250 knots, and we'll contact center, south of 2043.
All right, let's see. Get my chart up, my second monitor. Bar departure. The dots 2 are nav departure. Basically, gonna be straight out and a left-hand turn to dots. We'll turn ATC up so I can hear him. How does this compare to the E170s? You know, that's a good question. I have not flown the E170s in 2024. I've flown them in X-Plane 12.
Aircat 1719, ramps on control, comfort taxi.
Was that fly-by-wire traffic injector? No, I haven't installed.
Number 2, following heavy air plus 2 miles final. Runway 24 right, clear land.
Clear line, runway 24 right, number 2, southwest 350.
And caution the wake turbulence. Horizon 2269, contact LA Center 126152.
Hey, Element's over here
LA
somewhere.
Center 2652, Horizon 2269. Good night.
Yeah, Cascadia 444, fly heading 170.
Alright, we go full length, I guess.
Cascadia 444.
Circle approach, Lufthansa 653, descend via local 1 arrival.
Oh, my speed breaks out.
Lufthansa 1653, super, so caliber welcome, Lindbergh altimeter 3005 at Lindy, cleared approach, runway 27.
3005 from the altimeter at Lindy,
One.
the R-North 27, Lufthansa 653.
SoCal approach number 71 runway Alpha, holding short runway 25 left at Alpha, ready for departure.
Number 71 Romeo Alpha, landing traffic north complex, heavy Airbus, RNAV to hyper, runway 25 left, quick
Alright, apparently there's a heavy
RNAV to
Airbus
hyper, we'll watch for that traffic, clear for
landing.
takeoff for 71 runway Alpha.
This is 25 right. And we'll hold short here.
Number 7 at 37, taxi to parking via Bravos.
Alright, let me figure this situation
Parking via
out.
Bravo system. Thank you very much for the ATC.
Why is this up? I clicked it on
Cascadia
accident.
444, turn left for direct cast.
Left turn direct Cascadia 444.
Is it supposed to be that direction? I guess so.
Delta 738 heavy, exit left, taxi to parking via Echo, cross.
Okay, that's fixed.
Taxi party, taxi to
That's
parking
fixed.
via Echo cross.
I was like, uh-oh. I thought I'd pull like a fire switch or something. Yeah, it was on accident, Chase. I was clicking on something else, and it like clicked through it and hit that.
Delta 30 at 75, ramp
That's
uncontrolled,
shut.
cross taxi.
Stereo cockpit. Okay, so for departure, we'll be heading 251.
SoCal Hawaiian 77, gate 130 at Los Angeles. We're ready for pushback and engine stop.
Hawaiian 77.
Kind of hard to see these screens in the CRJ. It's really tiny.
Hawaiian 77.
That is 251 set
Number
for
71 Romeo
departure.
Alpha, radar contact, climb and maintain 3000, sail altitude.
Climb maintain 3000, we're passing 2000.
I don't know if he knows we're here. Put him back up.
13,000, November 1 Romeo.
3000 for 71 Romeo.
Skywest 116,
Oh, there he is.
cutting aircraft, parallel runway, same direction of flight, runway 25 right, land.
25 right, line up and wait, Skywest 116. Alright, let's go. Flight attendant, seats from takeoff. Right, please. Let's go. Lights are on, coming on. Curb lights. Alright, let's go. So somebody's, I think, landing on the other runway.
Triple 1.
Another one, Brett.
I heard something about a heavy Airbus.
Miramar, and was just wondering if I requested VFR clearance from you, or how that worked exactly out of this base.
Yeah, Chase, I was hearing about
I'm
that.
controlling all the way down on the ground at
In the sim.
Bullet 1, so go ahead with your request.
These screens are really kind of hard to see.
We would like to request to westbound.
It's always been a problem.
There's a carrier just west
in
of
every
San
flight
Diego.
sim.
Would like to attempt to locate and land on that carrier initially.
But in real life, much easier to see
We're
the
at
screens.
14, and altitude will be below 2,000.
Got an A380
Bullet
coming
1
in.
cleared out of
Nice.
San Diego Bravo airspace.
Alright.
And advise ready taxi.
It is foggy, guys.
All right, and I
Very foggy.
apologize. We're actually short of the runway #1 ready for departure.
Alright, let's get our camera reset.
Bullet 1, roger. Runway 24 right. Clear for takeout, straight out departure.
24 right, clear for departure, straight out. Bullet 1. Thanks for the help, man.
Skywest 116, RNAV to Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeout.
25 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV darker. Skywest 106. Alright, chat. Airplane modes in the chat for departure. Let's get the total going on.
Number 453, a super, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
And let's go.
Number
Good
1
set.
Romeo Alpha, climb via SID and contact LA Center 126.52.
Climb via SID, contact LA Center 1252 for 12652 for 71 Romeo.
Airspeed live.
Skywest 3050, taxi parking via Echo, cross runway 24 left.
80 knots.
Southwest 350, taxi to parking via Echo.
Looking for
cross runway
143.
24 left.
Taxi parking via Echo, cross
V1.
runway 24 left, Southwest 350.
Oh, she comes right up. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, wheels are up. Positive rate.
Cascadia 444,
Yeah.
expect RNAV Zulu, runway 27 approach.
Alright, I'm gonna pay attention here, guys.
Right,
I'm gonna pay attention.
Skywest 116, radar contact, climb and maintain 13000, say altitude.
Passing 800. Climb maintain 13,000. Skywest 106.
Leave time by 453, super RNAV to ready, runway 24 left, quick take off.
Alright, nav mode. Flaps coming up.
Bullet
Passing
1,
1,000.
transponder appears to be on standby, squawk normal.
Speed mode.
Squawking normal.
And we'll zoom in.
Bullet 1.
I can see better. We're going. Alright, we're above that haze already at looks like 2,000 feet,
And Bullet
2,400.
1, squawk 7666, 7666.
There is no auto
76,
throttle
66
in the CRJ
transponder.
900.
Air Canada 719, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo,
You have to
altimeter
manage it
300.
yourself.
25 right via Bravo, coming 3001. Stop change our departure.
Bullet 1, the last digit should be a 6, squawk code is
Oh, shoot.
7666.
7666, sorry about that.
Oh my god. I'm trying to get my altitude selected, but it's so hard. Okay, that's good enough.
177, we're ready to
Alright, flaps are up right 180 knots or so. I'm
Bullet
gonna go a
1,
little
radar
faster than
contact,
that.
say altitude.
Bullet 1 at 700 feet.
Bullet 1, roger. The traffic at your 9 o'clock, 5 miles northbound.
It's at
That's,
250.
Go 172, climbing out of 1,000.
Yeah, we see that traffic. Looks like they're passing behind us, Bullet 1.
Alright, we're just flying a straight line, so I'm gonna go autopilot on.
116, turn left, clear direct PV.
Left direct PV, Skywest 106.
Let's see, someone else is calling. Is that Hawaiian 77?
Alright, PV,
A7, Hawaiian 77.
legs,
Hawaiian 77,
And
correction,
direct
Hawaiian 77, runway 24 left,
EV,
taxi via Kilo
execute.
Echo, altimeter 3001.
and we go. Yep, it's turning. Alright, perfect.
Altimeter
Alright, that's working.
Hawaiian 77, thanks.
I like it.
Move down to 450 to super, radar contact.
Alright, let's get the autopilot working for us here. So we'll set 250 in the climb, or below 10,000 feet. 250 set. We're still nosing up, actually nosing down to meet 250, and it will climb up to, he clears at 13,000 feet.
600 for 230.
So I'm setting that right now. 13,000 is now set. We're going to zoom this view out a little bit so we can see PV. There it is, right there on that screen.
Bullet 1, how far south?
I'm passing 9,000 feet now.
No more about another 5 miles if
And as I said, we'll use the checklist for a few things. One of those things is going to be our climb checklist.
Alright, slow to 25.
Thrust reverser is off.
Air France 029 Heavy, runway 25
Cast
left.
check, please, an APU, fuel process flow auto. That is already auto. And APU can come off because we don't shut that off.
Our so-called departure Cessna 63482 active with
There's 10,000 feet. Lights going to come off.
Heading 310.
Recognition lights off. Sim sounds stay on.
3482,
And I don't have a button to ping the cabin, but
appropriate VFR altitude.
we normally ping the cabin until they're safe to start the service. I just noticed that our hydraulic pumps were not even on. Not sure how we got this far without doing that, but that wasn't on.
SkyWest 116, climb via SID, contact LA Center 12652.
12652 and climb via SID, guys 116. Alright, that's
Delta
good.
1653, a super, contact number 18.3.
18.3 for Lufthansa.
Bro, they got busy on this departure, bro. I can't even look outside right now. I got stuff to do. Alright, we're a little fast because we stopped at 13,000 feet. We hit speed mode again. We'll climb at like 280, I think. Should be okay. And let's go ahead and contact our contact center, which is going to be on 126525, which I had pre-selected in here somewhere. Radio 126525, drop that right there. Or was
Yeah, for United 340, any chance we got a nice direct front?
Beautiful, guys.
Makes us get to,
show the HUD? Yeah, sure.
At this point, I continue direct Kino as far as I can.
I've actually never used it. We'll use it for the flight, though. I've never used it.
Let's do direct Kino now.
I think it's cool. Alright, there we go. LA Center, SkyWest 116, climb via SID, passing 15,000.
4,800.
Alright, I got stepped on.
Okay, just calling game. Same time. SkyWest 116, Los Angeles Center. Good evening. Climbing K level 350.
Up to 350, SkyWest 116.
Who else is on? Lufthansa 450, super passing 5,300 for
Going a little fast.
Lufthansa 453,
Speed
super
mode
Los
again.
Angeles Center. Good.
Keep that climb coming.
After, good evening. Climbing K level 330.
Up to 350 when you clear this too. Nice. Bring the speed back. Like way back. Like 265.
Via the lucky one arrival.
And I think we have a short break to go to the outside view. Here we go.
American 20 Mike. Climbing K level 280.
Climbing 20, American 3 Mike.
Yeah. What's up, Sneaky? How you doing, man?
LA Center set at 230.
Alright, let's make this a little bit more cinematic, yo. A little more cinematic, Let's slow it down.
What is initial forward back?
2814, copy that. FedEx 230, Los Angeles Center. Good evening. Climbing K level 330.
It's too slow.
I maintain 330, FedEx 230.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Railway Center, 2 buttons.
Railway 612, thank you.
CRJ climb 280290. Copy that. I'll switch it up. Thank you, man.
128.05.
I'll make the change when I get back. I'll make the change when I get back in the cockpit. I couldn't remember what it was. Without auto throttle, how does it fly? You just gotta watch it. You gotta stay ahead of the aircraft, or it'll get away from you.
FBO ready to taxi, short hotel, information uniform.
It will get away from you.
FBO's on the west side, but only one left at Bravo, taxi to Hotel Bravo. Looks like your signature.
Lexi, today we are flying from LAX to Flagstaff, Arizona.
That's right, yep. It's the west side.
Oh, that's the shot right there. That's the shot right there. Woo. I should start an airline cinematography business.
It's like a Challenger.
Let me fly the chase plane.
One left via Hotel Bravo. Expect departure from one left at Bravo.
Alright, one last expect departure of one left at Bravo.
Let me fly the chase plane. I think it's a really cool job, honestly. Like, if I could, I would love to do that job in real life. Like, aerial photography, aerial cinematography. I think that's so cool. Like the idea of flying like a little Phenom with a camera equipped on it right next to like an A350 or whatever. Like, that's so cool.
Runway 1 right. Bravo, you said Bravo Delta, cross 26 right at Delta 2180.
Correct.
Glad I got it. Delta 2180.
Alright. Let's go back inside. Alright, so we are above 18,000 feet, as you can see here. We'll go down here and we'll hit barrel standards. That's now 29902. We'll also set our speed to 280. Big shout out to all of our real CRJ pilots in the chat helping us out today. As always, appreciated. Alright, 280 is now set. Aircraft will now pitch for 280 on the way to 35,000 feet. We are following the SID. We'll zoom this out a bit more. Can I declutter this?
Contact SoCal 128.05.
How do I declutter this?
American 701, runway 1 right, line up and wait.
This one?
Line up and wait, 1 right.
Alright, by the way, Aerosoft, if you happen to be watching this, clicking the radar terrain button, like, freezes the entire sim. Don't know why, but it does it. Alright, I don't know how to declutter it.
224, runway 1 left, at Bravo, line up and wait.
Oh, you know what? I think I know how.
20 is going to be,
yeah, here.
lining up on the parallel.
There we go.
Alright, lining up and waiting on 01 left for Z224.
Alright, sweet. Sweet.
American 701, wind is calm, runway 1 right, full length, clear for takeoff.
Should we try to land with the HUD, chat? Should we try to land with the HUD? I know you're gonna say yes. That departure was busy, bro. I can't imagine flying the Learjet on that departure. Oh man.
Yeah. We're like tonight.
Element, are you flying the Learjet in 2024 or in 2020?
Making a left turn.
And have they fixed the autopilot issue in 2024?
Alright, copy that.
I want to fly the Learjet again. I just haven't flown it because the autopilot was broken.
Runway 1 left at Bravo, clear.
Alright, well, we're departing, heading
1 left at Bravo, clear for takeoff at Z224.
eastbound over LA, just south of Long Beach. What you're looking at out of the window right now is actually Santa Ana and Anaheim, California.
See ya.
K's Music, you had a rent agent interview today, and you didn't get the job. Oh, that sucks. Well, keep applying. Apply at a competitor. They missing out, man. Rocky Mountain Productions, welcome to the stream. Says, hey, it's Tyler. What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Good to see you.
Somebody's checking on the climb. Who's that?
Yes, GPU is cranking right now, Nathan.
701 passing 3,500.
It is
701, radar contact, climb maintain level 190.
190,
your frame gen keeps breaking in 2020 with a RTX 4070 Super and an i9 14900 KF. Everything is default. Nothing has been messed with in Microsoft Flight Sim or the PC. You've tried Alt-Enter, but you got to restart Sim each time to fix it. I have not used FrameGen, so sadly I can't help you, man. I wish I could, but I don't know. I don't use FrameGen. I would say maybe try looking that up on Reddit. Reddit seems to be pretty helpful with finding stuff like that. You got a new job doing landscaping and you get paid $19 an hour. Nice, man. Congrats on that. Get that money. You know what I mean? We all gotta find jobs. You know what I mean? Because we gotta have a way to pay for our hobby. You know what I'm saying? We gotta find a way to pay for our hobby. So that's the only reason why we work. Is to pay our bills and to pay for flights and add-ons. No, I don't use FrameGen. Why is my sim so smooth? It's just, I just threw money at it.
117 radar contact, KLC leaving.
I have an RTX 4090, 13,900 KI9 or F or whichever, 64 gigs of RAM. And we're actually not on Ultra right now. I've turned my settings down. When I back when the A350 came out, I turned my settings down to high end rather than ultra. Turn this down a little bit. It's not the yo. Yeah, it's on high end now instead of ultra, and it looks just fine. It's running much better, much smoother now. I was getting some micro stutters and stuff like that before, but now that I'm on high end, I'm getting a much more consistent experience. Before on ultra, it kind of depended where I was flying. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was flying in, you know, the middle of nowhere, it'd be like, you know, beautiful, smooth. But flying out of LA, JFK, Heathrow, stuff like that, it'd be barely making it. You know, so I went down to high end to kind of hopefully get a more consistent, smooth experience. Phoenix is in the chat. What's up? What's good with you, man? Hope you're doing good, man. How's the update? Well, so far we haven't died, so that's positive. That's a positive. We haven't died. Everything seems to have worked so far, and that's really all I'm looking for. Like my expectations are not very high for the CRJ from Aerosoft. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and basically we believe that the Aerosoft CRJ is a mid-tier aircraft. We've been kind of breaking it down now because we're getting different levels of fidelity and complexity in Microsoft now, right? You have like planes that are like Captain Sim, for example, which I would consider low tier. You know, like it's nice 3D model, but the systems are extremely shallow. Matter of fact, they're a 747 for the most part, right? But then we have mid-tier planes, like this one, which is, it does everything you need to do to fly on VATSIM. It has, you can squawk, you can go direct, you can hold, autopilot mostly works. This particular plane, I don't know about the VNAV and all that, like I said, but it works, right? Top tier is like a Phoenix, you know what I mean? PMDG, those are top tier. Element says this route is kind of fire. I told you, bro. I told you, bro. It is. It is. It is.
Twilight 17, climb maintain level 280.
We're definitely gonna spend a lot of this flight looking out the window because of that exact reason. Try the left window. How about that? How about the left window? Yeah. Hot take: Captain Sim's actually S tier. S tier. What does that mean? What is S tier? What does S stand for? Yeah, the Learjet 35 is very fun. It is definitely an underrated plane. I think people are intimidated by it in the same way that people are intimidated by the CRJ because there's no auto throttle, and it's kind of manual in many ways. And it's like you can't just turn on autopilot, LNAV, VNAV, and it flies itself there. Basically, you have to actually like fly a little bit, and that's how the CRJ is as well. All the autopilot functions are there. You can do LNAV, right? You're not you know doing some super old school autopilot thing. The plane will go where you want it to go. You can fly SIDS, you can fly stars, you can do RNAVs, you can do all that stuff. ILSs, anything you do. Is there SimBrief integration? Yes, I will show you. If you go to flight plan, you can actually import your OFP now. So the old way it worked, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. The old way this worked was that you had to go to SimBrief and download a physical file, and then put that into like some special folder in Microsoft Flight Sim, and then you could import that into the EFB. Now they've gotten rid of all the middle stuff, and now all you gotta do is sign into your SimBrief profile and your options over here, and then you click import, and boom, that's it. And all you gotta do is put your information there one time, and as long as you have a flight plan in SimBrief, you can just hit import it. You can send that to your FMS right here as well, and you can set your fuel based all on your SimBrief integration. So yes, that's in my opinion the best part of this update. Honestly, like when you look at this plane and compare it, it doesn't look that different from V1. Like it's not a massive visual difference, least not to me. I think there are some systems that have been upgraded and made better. But again, a lot of those systems are things that I, as a non-CRJ pilot, will probably never notice or really appreciate. But yeah, it's my favorite, I think, thing they've added is the SimBrief integration, which sounds simple, but it basically brings it to today's standard. Back when this plane originally came out, there was no SimBrief integration. There was no Navigraph integration back then. Now, every single airliner, every single plane has SimBrief, has Navigraph integration. And so they basically brought this to the current, so I think that's good. That's my favorite part, honestly. Good evening, G.Skill. Welcome to the stream. Hartfield Jackson Aviation. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Reminded me of the Aerosoft A330. Yeah, we don't talk about that around here. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've not heard anything about what's happening with the A330 from Aerosoft. That thing was a atom bomb. It was a horrible release. We know it. They know it. It was an embarrassment to the whole Aerosoft company. It made them look really bad. It made them look stupid. And I think that right now, and they didn't tell me this, I'm just speaking my mind right now. I think that Aerosoft is in repair mode right now. They're trying to repair their reputation, repair their standing with the community. I think we're flying over Palm Springs right now. Oh yeah, I love this area. Oh, look at those mountains. Yep, that's Palm Springs right underneath us.
Emirates 348 Heavy, New Mayor Space Northeast, ready to service Terminator, frequency change approved, Denver Center offline, switch to advisory, enjoy your flight.
What's that beeping sound? Is that me?
Bye-bye. Yeah.
And approach number 71, Romeo Alpha, unable flight level 410, request flight level 360.
We'll check out the cabin here in a second, Phoenix. We'll definitely do that though.
370, sir.
Yep, no more manual in out. We are flying over Palm Springs area right now.
71 Romeo Alpha, maintain flight level 370.
Adam, so the CRJ V2 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 24 comes out tomorrow publicly. I have a pre-release version from Aerosoft. So this will come out tomorrow. And if you already own any of the CRJs, because remember, before they had like 2 different packs. If you own any of the CRJ packs, you will get the V2 update for free. And that also includes all of the CRJ variants. So if you only had like the CRJ, 1000 pack or whatever pack it was, you can now get access to all the variants. So they have the CRJ 550, the 700, 900, and 1000, I believe, are all of them. So yeah, that's what I actually like that. I like that they did that. I like that the upgrade is free, and you also get the entire family, which is dope. So I don't know how much it actually sells for if you don't own it already. So you have to look that up on the Aerosoft's website. It should also be Xbox compatible as well. This plane was on the Xbox store, so I believe it should hopefully be coming out there as well for those who are playing on Xbox. On the marketplace, yep. If you could only recommend seeing one thing in your area, what would it be for a traveler? That's a really good question. One thing in my area. Man, that's tough. You know how it is, man. When you live somewhere, you don't go nowhere. It's like when you live somewhere, you don't go nowhere. I mean, I've been everywhere, pretty much in the city to go, tourist-wise, but I can't think. Where would I, if you could go anywhere? Yes, for both Sims, it's free. Yep. Obviously, you have to own it already. How? Yes, this is V2.
Good evening. Descend via the Iron Man 2 arrival. LA altimeter 3001.
Better flight than yours. You had a 17,000-foot drop in less than 5 minutes going to MKE yesterday. Really? Oof. Oof. I'm just enjoying the scenery right now, guys. I got to. I'm gonna ask AI. I don't know. Where would I send somebody? I've been really using Grok a lot. Have you heard of Grok? It's like the new ChatGPT made by Elon Musk, and apparently it's better. Let's see what. I'm asking where are some great places for tourists to go when they visit Houston? Let's see, and I'll tell you which one of these I like.
Silent 3550 contact, SoCal 128.05.
I got you.
05.
How is a pilot's life going? It's honestly not been going good. I have a really long haul to fly in the A350, and I've been having trouble finding time to do it. Having a lot of trouble finding time to do it. All right, so it says AI says when you're visiting Houston, if you're a tourist, you can visit the Space Center Houston, the Museum District, Buffalo Bayou, the Galleria, Houston Zoo, Minute Maid Park, Montrose, the Heights. Those are actually some pretty good options. Are you looking to eat?
Los Angeles Center, good evening. United 445, we are flight level.
Space Center Houston's a good one. I would recommend that. The Museum District has a lot of stuff over there. You got the Houston Museum, which you go to a museum in any city. I wouldn't say come to Houston for our museum. It's not that amazing. But the zoo is over there as well. The Museum of Fine Arts is also over there. So if you're into artsy type stuff, I would go to the museum area, the Museum District, because that's where all that stuff is at. You go to Buffalo Bayou. You can do kayaking and skyline views and all kind of stuff like that. If you like shopping, like if you're bringing your wife or something like that, or your girlfriend, I recommend going to the Galleria area. You can find plenty of restaurants over there, and we have that's like the biggest mall we have. Like a lot of people when they come to Houston, they go to the Galleria Mall. It's a massive multi-story mall. Has an ice rink inside of it. Would definitely recommend going there. The zoo, I wouldn't really say go to the zoo. You could go to a baseball game at Minute Maid Park and watch the Astros. That'd be kind of cool. You can hang out downtown. Montrose, the Heights are two different little kind of neighborhood areas with a lot of really interesting hole in the wall type restaurants, stuff like that. A lot of really good restaurants in those areas. So that's what you got. That's what you got. Kyle, how do I like it so far? I mean, honestly, it's been dependable. The thing I'm mostly, and we're talking about the CRJ now, the thing I'm mostly concerned about with the CRJ, most important thing to me, as I believe we are level now at 35,000 feet. We're doing Mach 7.7, which is perfectly fine. The thing I'm mostly concerned with is the descent to landing portion.
Alright, hey everybody, sorry, we had a server issue. This is LA Center. Can I get a radio check?
So we look on here, we see, want to watch this. So top of descent, 22 minutes, 172 nautical miles, and it says descend 1,700 feet per minute. We'll watch that because I don't know that I trust this, to be honest with you.
Alright, American 7239.
I did do a test flight, and this is kind of where I stumbled, was on that part. Let's go ahead and sync our heading for safety, and we'll zoom this thing out real quick. Yeah, I can't even see really where our top percent is, but it says 100 and something miles. But what is this number though? This one says 30 minutes. Oh, I think this is, okay, I see. So this is our distance and time to our destination. We're 242 miles, 30 minutes away from our destination, and we're at 21 minutes and 166 nautical miles from our top of descent. All right, so we'll watch that. We'll try not to miss it. Oh, I just noticed we do have a discontinuity. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, I forgot to make that change. We do need to make a change for our flight plan.
Flight level 320, what's your call sign?
Southwest 3075.
Because our flight plan is not taking into account that we need to go direct to Juso from Mumty. So we got Mumty right here. We're going to skip the Flagstaff VOR. We don't need to overfly the airport. We're going to go straight into the RNAV approach over Juso. Looks like we may have ATC there. We shall see. I'm going to basically go down a page. I'm going to click on Juso.
Appreciate the help. Have a good
previous page. We'll drop that on top of FLG and execute that.
night.
And that should also change our top of descent. Matter of fact, it definitely did, because guess what? I can now see our TOD right here before Mumpty. So we're now 100 miles and 13 minutes away from our top of drop. Perfect. All right, cool. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Are there updated cockpit textures in the V2? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I think that the Microsoft 24 lighting might make the current cockpit look better or worse. Probably better. But I honestly don't know. I don't have a list. Let me check if they gave a list out of what changed. Because I don't have a list of exactly what has been modified in V2. Let me see if I can find one for you guys.
American 2503, I can in about 10 miles. Once you actually enter my airspace, you're still technically with Albuquerque, so give me a couple minutes.
So thank you, Owls. Says that the Boris sound pack for the CRJ is not working on the new V2 CRJ. So we're gonna have to wait for Boris himself to make an update to that sound pack for us to be able to enjoy it. Now the sounds are better and improved. That's one thing they did change in V2 was the sounds. They are better. Not perfect, but they're better. But nowhere near as good as the Boris sound pack. So definitely looking forward to the Boris sound pack. Back when Boris dropped that CRJ sound pack, it, in my opinion, made the CRJ much more enjoyable to fly. Like, I actually looked forward to flying the CRJ because of the sound pack. But here's the improved cabin.
Arrival at flight level 430. Number 1 Lima Tango, LA Center, descend via the INMAT 2 arrival, LA altimeter 3001.
Not too bad.
What's your Mach number right now?
Again, I don't remember what it looked like before.
It's gonna max at 0.80.
Maybe some of you guys in chat can pull up the old CRJ on your screen and put it side by side with my stream.
0.77 or less for spacing, 1 Lima Tango.
Oh man, look at the views outside. Look at the views outside.
That's Fever 9 here with KLA Center.
BK116 by Flying Fried. What is that? BK 160. What is that? Element. A helicopter? At a plane? Here's the exit row. Oh man, see, I was on a CRJ actually not too long ago when I flew to the Microsoft 24 preview event. I connected through Phoenix on a CRJ to Flagstaff actually.
Who's 5 miles descent, sorry?
And that's the last time I've been on a CRJ. Not my favorite plane to be on as a passenger. In fact, it's probably one of my least favorite planes to ride on as a passenger. It's not a lot of room. AKCM is asking, what are my PC specs? If you go to if you're on TikTok, you go to my profile. I have a link to my link tree, and on there I have my entire setup, including my hardware for flight sim. But I'll tell you right now, I have a NVIDIA RTX 4090, the i9 13900K, and 64 gigs of RAM. That's the important stuff. Alright, here comes the left turn. Yeah, that's the cabin. Not much to it. There's no bathroom or flushing toilet in this one. Doors don't open. Anything like that, but it doesn't bother me. I think it looks solid. I think it looks good enough. I think it looks good enough. What I would like to see is, and I'm sure it'll come, GSX integration with the GSX passengers sitting in these seats, which I'm pretty sure will happen pretty soon. They're pretty quick with those.
LA Center, United 445. Are we good to step away for 3 minutes here?
What is that for that?
United 445.
There is no INI build 737 MAX. What are you talking about? There is no INI build 737 MAX. Don't start that rumor.
Center, this is Alaska 7329. On my FMC, I cannot.
What's up, CS Explorer? Welcome aboard. I hope you're having a great day so far, man. We are currently looking like time-wise 20 minutes away from Flagstaff, Arizona. We are currently flying over. We're basically just like in southeast California, about to cross the California-Arizona border right now.
Air 71 Romeo Alpha, contact Albuquerque.
And we should probably get sent over to, would that be Albuquerque Center? Yeah, Albuquerque Center pretty soon.
November 711 Romeo Alpha, contact Albuquerque 132.8.
132.8 for Albuquerque for 71 Romeo.
Southwest 2347, contact.
How long is the normal launching length the first time after downloading the game? It varies on your internet.
116 Albuquerque 132.8.
Or Albuquerque, Skywest 116. Alright, let's go back inside, switch our radios. Radio, and that frequency was 132.8.
Let me get Teals going here. I'll get that PDC sent to you.
132.80, and there we go. That's all set.
Albuquerque Center.
Alright, top of the scent showing 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Do we have okay, we do not have an arrival. That I'm now remembering. We don't have an arrival.
American 32, 332. If you can expedite to flight level 2.
So let's go ahead and check in at 35,000 feet. Albuquerque Center, Skywest 116, 350.
Skywest 116, Albuquerque Center, good evening. I pilot suggestion to send to maintain 1010,000. Runway 21 transition, the Flagstaff altimeter 3028.
Alright, we got the weather at Albuquerque and down to 10,000 at our discretion. Skywest 116. Alright, so we'll go ahead and pre-select 10,000 feet. Yeah, he said a lot of words on that read back there. But we'll set our altitude down to 10,000. You probably can't see this in the stream. It's, again, the letters on the screens of the CRJ are so tiny. So I'm just going to kind of explain what I'm doing. So right now I'm just rolling the altitude to the left. Click us down to 10,000. And we'll descend when we get to our top of descent. Maybe just before it. We'll do it just before, yeah. Alright, there's 10,000 now set. We can descend when we like. You can see that there. 10,000 set. Oh, I didn't mean to. So I guess when you hit the mouse scroll wheel, it removes it. I don't like that function. Because I very often use my mouse scroll wheel to zoom in and out. And if I do it with the HUD, it removes the HUD. So I would like it to ignore that.
FedEx 230, contact Phoenix Approach 12.65.
Expect runway 21 is what he said? Oh. Okay, great. That's different. That's fine though. Thank you for clarifying that, 'cause I did not hear that in all the words he said. He just said, oh, what is the ILS here?
Airstream 487, contact Coast Center 12652.
Okay.
Over to LA Center, thanks for your help, Air Smart 487.
I'm going to switch that up on here in my flight plan, so I guess we probably will transition Flagstaff in that case.
And just verify 7 Romeo Alpha. You expect runway 21?
Yeah, winds calm over at Flagstaff and the altimeter 3028. If you want the opposite direction, you can, but 21 is the calm runway.
We'll do 21
no worries,
then.
we'll expect runway 21 for 7 Romeo Alpha, thank you.
No problem.
Alright, in that case,
Next jet 224, contact Phoenix Approach 126.
we will transition over Flagstaff and have to fix my flight plan.
Have a good night.
Let's make that change. A flight plan. Thank you, Element, for confirming that on the radio.
And 71 Romeo Alpha, looks like you're a little
departure
high.
arrival,
Get down
ILS
to 10,000
21
before
via Flagstaff.
I can get down before Flagstaff for 7 Romeo Alpha.
That.
Roger, so make sure.
And then we'll go to legs, and we'll go straight from Mumsy to Flagstaff.
Good evening, Southwest 508 to 11,400 for 2,000, or sorry, flight level 210.
What happened?
Southwest 508, Albuquerque Center, hello, climb and maintain flight level 2.
What happened? Oh no,
Up to
chat.
280 for Southwest 508.
Skywest 6226, traffic 12 o'clock, 1010 miles, opposite direction, flight level 320, an American A319.
I think what happened was...
Roger, got code inside.
American 802, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles, opposite direction, a Skywest CRJ 700, flight level 370, how's you in sight?
Let's descend down to 30... Ah, shoot. So what happened was I think I bumped my controller, which I thought I disabled in the cockpit, but I bumped it and it nosed me up.
Number 71 Romeo Alpha, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
121.65, 47 Romeo.
47 Romeo Alpha, 2865.
2865, thank you. 71 Romeo.
2865.
And American 802 has that traffic in sight.
Roger.
Alright, so what I was trying to do while that happened was go to Lex page and get rid of that discount snooze, hit Flagstaff, put that there. Execute, we'll see what it gives us for top ascent now. So about 50 miles for top of ascent for that version with the procedure turn included. So we are descending. We'll try to get our way back down to 35,000 feet there. Yeah, that was annoying. Yeah, I guess I have like some kind of flight control bound to my Xbox controller, and it was sitting in my lap, and I bumped it. And like
116, contact Phoenix approach 128.65, 2865. Good night.
2865. Good night. SkyWest 116. All right, we gotta get that plugged in. 2865. Click, click, boom. All right, beautiful. Legs. Approach SkyWest 116 at 36435.
November 71 Romeo Alpha, clear to direct the Winslow VOR India November Whiskey for the ILS runway 21 into Flagstaff.
Clear direct to the Winslow VOR for the ILS 21471 Romeo.
Winslow VOR, where's
KLAX
that?
116 Phoenix approach, Flagstaff altimeter 3028.
Is there ATIS over there? 3028 is an altimeter. Alright, we're gonna even out right here. What's up, XP72? How did it go, man? How was your landing? Did you get there safely? Did you land on the wheels? We're about to descend here just a little bit into Flagstaff, Arizona. Got some pretty nice ATC today. Got Element flying ahead of us. Have a procedure turn, potentially. We'll be flying as well. For a V2, the graphics are 4 years old, and not much has changed. Yes, that is true. Like when you look at the exterior, for sure, it's the same. I don't think they've changed any of the actual 3D modeling or texturing from the older version. It's just in, you know, it's just the changes were not really made there. But I also don't feel that was their weakness either, you know, as we fly over the Grand Canyon now. I think that's the Grand Canyon. But yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go.
SkyWest 116 traffic, 1 o'clock moving 12 o'clock, 27 miles northwestbound, 8321, flight level 260 climbing.
We're looking for the traffic, SkyWest 116. And I have traffic pulled up here. Here we go. Apparently there's traffic off our nose, an A320 up here somewhere. I don't see him. He should be below us. He said 26,000 feet. How are we doing on that top of the descent? 3 minutes away from it? What the heck? There it is right there. There it is. But yeah, the V2, they've changed other things. The graphically, it's to me, it seems the same. But they got it working in 24, whatever that means, whatever's needed to make it work in 24. It's working in 24. I think they've changed and updated or fixed some bugs in the systems, underlying systems. They've revamped the sounds. They've revamped the cabin. They've made significant changes to it. I think it deserves being called a V2, but it's not a complete rebuild, and I was never expecting that. Was never expecting that. How long did it take me to learn to fly the CRJ? About... I spent like an hour yesterday relearning how to fly it. But, I mean, it's not really fair to say that because I'm bringing over knowledge of a lot of different planes in aviation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not starting from straight up scratch. Like, I know how to fly a lot of different planes. I'm familiar with the CRJ and planes like the CRJ. So, not starting completely from scratch. It didn't take me too long to get into it, but it is definitely very different than any other plane that you'll fly in the Microsoft Flight Sim as far as avionics wise. But sorry I missed your question earlier, man. Sorry I missed your question as we fly over the mountainous area just to the west of Flagstaff, Arizona. I think we missed the Grand Canyon. I think I was distracted talking during that part of the flight. Oh yeah, they did actually also, I wouldn't say fix the flight model. I don't know what you guys are expecting in the flight model, but they did improve the flight model. Let's go with that. I'll leave you guys to judge that on your own if you think it feels good or bad. We'll see for myself too. We will be landing by hand. We do have an ILS. We got to program that. I've actually not done an ILS in this plane in a while, so we'll see how that works. We are just a few miles away from our time to descent. I'm gonna go ahead and descend right now. So let's go to. We'll use. Let's use vertical speed mode.
Maintain 5,000.
And we'll put what it says down there, 1,700 feet per minute.
Exit jet 224.
1,700 feet per minute. We're now in the descent into Flagstaff, Arizona. You want to fly it, but don't know how to fly the Phoenix A320 on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It's not hard to learn, man. It's not too hard to learn. There's a lot of great tutorials online on how to fly the CRJ, how to fly the Phoenix. Anything you want to learn to fly, there is a tutorial for it. And I recommend you start there. Like, just pick a plane. I say this about people on DCS Road as well. If you're new to Flight Sim, you know, pick an aircraft.
Skywest 116, when able to approach request.
Yeah, we'll take the ILS 21 in the Flagstaff Skywest 116.
Skywest 116, roger. Fly present heading, descend and maintain 11,000, and it'll be vectors for the ILS 21.
Alright, we'll maintain present heading down to 11,000 and be vectors for the ILS runway 21, Skywest 116. I'm just writing that down. Don't forget. Alright, so present heading. We'll sync our heading up here. We're basically flying directly at Flagstaff right now as we speak. We're cleared up to 11,000 feet. I'm going to set my altitude to 11,000 feet.
5,000 after Limo or at Limo?
FedEx 230 Heavy after Limo, it'll be down to 5,000.
After Limo at 5,000.
Yeah, I'm actually going to speed up our descent a little bit, and we're going to get ahead of that descent that we had earlier. About 2,500 feet per minute should be just fine. We are going to have to pull our throttle back a little bit, though, most likely, because it does not have auto throttle, so we have to actually manage the throttle ourselves. You see how it's just below the red tape there, and it's going up. So I'm going to put my throttle into manual. There we go. And we'll pull throttle back. Way back. You fell in love with the Lear. That's kind of the impression that it gives people. I feel the same way when I might have to fly it again just because of you now, man. The fact that you're flying it now and it's working. Last time I attempted to fly the Learjet, it was not working fully in Microsoft 2024, and that was kind of disappointing. But now that you're showing that it's working, I'm definitely down to fly it for sure. All right, speed looks okay. But yeah, as I was saying, there's tutorials for everything. I recommend pick a plane, whatever plane it is, and you know, find some tutorials. Find some tutorials online and start there. When are we getting a squad stream with the JTF Mad Dogs ground unit? You know, a few of the guys on the Mad Dog squad have been wanting to do like a gray zone stream. I'm down. I just gotta schedule it. I'm pretty sure some of them also have squad. We could do it there as well. I know some of us also have Ghost Recon Wildlands, or is it Wildlands or Breakpoint? I think Breakpoint. So I'm down. I'm down to do a JTF Mad Dog ground unit stream someday. Just got to find out which game that is and who's gonna join. But I'm definitely down. I'm 100% down. But we got to be tactical for the Mad Dogs. Happy Chinchilla, you fly the A330s and A340s and Sims as you are a heavy sort of person. The CRJ is tricky at all. Wait, is the CRJ tricky or have any quirks? Just wondering, as it looks nice. Yes, it is a little quirky, mainly because it doesn't have a auto throttle. So if you're used to flying planes like the A330s or A340s, those, you know, they kind of manage all that stuff for you. You have to get used to not having the. It's simply that. That's the one main thing it doesn't have is auto throttle. It also doesn't have like really like a VNAV, from what I understand. Like on this screen, you guys see it shows us a VNAV path to meet a certain point at a certain time, but the plane will not pitch for you, from what I understand, unless there's a certain button that I'm not pressing. But there is no VNAV command up here. It's just nav, altitude, vertical speed. So right. Oh wait, there is a freaking VNAV button. Where'd that button come from? Okay, take back everything I just said. So what that should do then, what that should do is that should actually point your nose, you know, in the correct glide path, I guess you could say, to follow a VNAV track based on your flight plan. But you have to manage your throttle back here because it will not do that for you. That makes sense. So I wish I knew that button was there. I just now, it was hiding behind the altitude button. I didn't see that button.
Skywest 116, fly heading 070.
070, Skywest 116. Alright, go into heading mode. Oops, on. There we go. And
The next
right.
230 heavy, descend and maintain 4000, turn left heading 330, vector final.
Alright, so we are getting vectors for the ILS runway 21. So let's set that up.
On the heading.
Zoom in a little bit, and the ILS, I have that again on my second monitor. I have some charts up here. ILS 21 is gonna be 1105. Is that automatic, or do I have to put that in myself? Let's see. Radio 10. Okay, so that sweet. So that is automatic. So 110.5 is the ILS frequency. I don't know that we need to put a course in, but since we're no longer following the flight plan, what I can do when I lower that right there is switch our nav source over to Loc 1, and we can now see this. We should now have the opportunity to change our course. Where is the course knob though? Up here. There it is, course 1. So course is going to be 214. Oh, actually, you know what? I think it set that already too, because that was actually already on 214. So I wasn't sure if it automatically did it or not. Let's go to our checklist. Okay, we're just kind of vaguely using it. Descent checklist, landing elevation. I don't mess with the the landing elevation too much, because to change your landing elevation is up here, cabin pressure, and it's like impossible to turn this knob and look at the screen at the same time. Now I think you can hit, is it right alt, left click or right click? Oh, there's a button command you can use to pop out these screens if they're too small, or if you want to see it. I don't remember what it is now, but that's what the landing elevation is, so I'm just not worried about that right now. Anyway, so fuel, we have 4,800 pounds on board. Radar on off, it's good. CAS check. CAS is in chat check. Landing data set. Both approach briefing. We haven't really done that. Flight attendants advised. Passenger signs on. Thrust reversers armed. So armed.
FedEx 230 heavy, Sky Harbor Airport.
Landing gear down, so we're not that far. All right, cool. So
FedEx 230, I have fuel
I
inside.
think
FedEx 230 heavy cleared visual approach.
Yeah, we're definitely in the area. I
Cleared
think
visual approach
Flagstaff
25 left, FedEx 230.
is over here. So, oh, there's right there. There's the airport. That's
November
Flagstaff.
71 Romeo
Runway
Alpha, traffic
21 is
following
coming
east,
at
moving 9
us.
o'clock, 11 miles eastbound, a SkyWest CRJ 900, 16.7 descending.
We'll look for that traffic for 71 Romeo Alpha. We'll advise when we got on the site.
He's talking about us
Right,
with the
thank you.
traffic. You might find this cool. There was a C5
224
at your home airport. I do
It's
think
going to be
that's
at
cool.
your, call it,
You also have to set the
3
boat,
o'clock
set
and 22 miles
the
report
bottom altitude on arrival.
Oh, we've
Yes,
got
that
the
is
building
correct
right.
as well.
224 cleared visual
We've already
approach,
done
runway
that
26.
though.
Clear to visual 26 for ZZ224.
What's the altimeter again? Who was this? Who are we talking to? Albuquerque Center. Can I get the weather at Flagstaff again?
Current weather, wind calm, 10 statute miles, clear visibility, temperature 9, dew point -4, and the altimeter 3030.
Thank you. Alright, 3030.
SkyWest 116, turn 10 degrees to the right and descend, actually disregard that, just turn 10 degrees right.
10 degrees right, SkyWest 116. That's going to be 080. He had us at 070, so 10 degrees we
FedEx
8.
230 heavy contact, Phoenix Tower 120.9, good night.
Alright, about 2,000 feet away from the altitude that he gave us. We're going down to 11,000 feet. Sun is setting out here in Arizona.
71 Romeo Alpha has the traffic in sight.
November 71 Romeo Alpha, roger.
With the lights on. Airport elevation is pretty high here in Flagstaff. We are out in the mountains. Airport elevation is 7,014 feet. Decision height is going to be around 7258. Keep that in mind. So right now we're not at 12,000 feet. We're actually like 5,000 or something like that feet. So yeah, I have flown here as a passenger, I should say, in real life on a CRJ, and I thought it was so freaking cool. The scene coming in and out of Flagstaff is just gorgeous. I love this airport. I really do. Oh, you live out here? Sweet. You just made the drive from Phoenix to Flagstaff? That is sick. That's a pretty long drive, ain't it? That's a pretty long drive. Yeah, when I flew out here, again, I flew out here for the Microsoft event. I connected through Flagstaff, and then we flew into...
SkyWest 116, turn left heading 010.
Left heading 010, SkyWest 116. We connected through Phoenix to Flagstaff. 010. There we go.
November
So
71 Romeo Alpha,
he's
updated
basically
Flagstaff,
turning on us on a
3030.
angled downwind now.
3030 for 71 Romeo Alpha, thank you.
We can actually look on this monitor here, go to our chart screen. You'll see there's the airport over there, and this is where we are. We'll leave that up for now. Land lights are all on. Let's see what else we need for landing here. Seatbelt signs are on. Check our speed. Speed's getting a little slow. We'll add some power in. Again, that's the thing about this plane is you got to watch your speed. I'm so used to flying planes with an auto throttle, I tend to forget about the throttle because the plane usually just kind of does it for you. And so when you're flying the CRJ, you got to get used to actually, you know, watching that, just like, you know, any other aircraft. All right, I'm set my
224 contact
pre-selected
Tower,
speed for like
120.9.
180. We can go to our EFB as well and find out what our landing speeds are. Let's go to performance page. And we see we can set our VREF and all that, so we'll hit set all. So our VREF is 137 knots. Alright, looking good. 220 knots at about 11,000 feet, and we're holding it nice. Night Wolf, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, bro. I've been watching your Pilot's Life videos lately, your streams. I need to get back on that myself. Somebody was asking me about how it was going, and it's not been going that good, honestly, because my next flight on a Pilot's Life is just like 16 hours or something. And it's been hard to find 16 hours slot in my life to do a long haul. So I'm thinking about skipping the long haul and going back to domestic so I can actually get some flying done, because I got hired at a really nice airline and I don't want to lose my spot at that airline because I can't freaking find a day to do a long haul, you know. Maybe I save the long haul for later and I just go flying, you know. We'll see. You'll see. You just did your first pilot's life yesterday. How do you like it? What do you think?
71 Romeo Alpha, turn left heading 360.
Turn left heading 360 71 Romeo Alpha.
Do I have perfect vision to be a... Do you have to have perfect vision to be a pilot? I don't... Chat, help me out. Do you have to have perfect vision? I don't think it has to be perfect. It's got to be pretty darn good, but not perfect, right? Hope not perfect. Mine's not absolutely perfect. I don't wear glasses or prescriptions, but not perfect. I should do a squad stream. Like I said, I'm down. I'm down to do a tactical, realistic first-person shooter as a stream. That's my style of first-person shooters. So like Squad or Ground Branch, Ready or Not would be fun. Something like that. I'm down for that. So if you guys want to see it, I'm down. We did
approach. Good evening.
We did a Formula 1 stream.
Is flight level
was that last week? The week before last? And I've actually been itching to do some more racing. So me and the guys on Discord have been racing on F1 and on Assetto Corsa lately, and we've been having a lot of fun. So definitely got to bring that back.
Visual approach runway 25 left, United 445.
Definitely got to bring that back. Yes, this is on 2020
Skywest 116,
and on
turn
24.
left heading 250.
Left heading 250, Skywest 116. Alright, left heading 250, you heard the man. We are almost there, chat. Almost there. Hopefully we'll land before the sun fully sets on us. It's getting close. Matter of fact, the sun's actually already over the horizon.
Okay, approach United 445. Are we able, ILS 7 left?
We're gonna pull a creative.
I can't give you a 7 left since we're west. If you're looking for an ILS into 25 left, that's available.
Make a creative decision.
That's fine. I'll just take the visual.
A little earlier. There we go. This is the 900, the CRJ 900 we're flying today. There she is, chat.
Skywest 116, 7 miles from Zamab, fly heading 230, maintain 10,200 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 21 approach, Flagstaff.
Alright, heading 230, I think that's 10,300 till established on ILS 21 for Flagstaff, Skywest 116.
Just verify 10,200 till established for Skywest 116.
10,200 till established on ILS 21 Flagstaff, Skywest 116. A lot of things to say. A lot of words. Alright, 10,000, that's very specific.
Cactus 454 after Lamode,
so
to maintain 5,000.
We got that plugged in.
After
230
Lamode, 5,000.
down
to
10,200 to be specific. I got that plugged in. Vertical speed now on, descending for that altitude now. We'll maintain that altitude until we're established on the ILS runway 21. Alright, let's get our speed coming back so we get our flaps out. We are not yet picking up the distance for the ILS, but we are picking up the localizer identifier. We'll have to watch out for that. Let's get the sounds turned up and the replay turned on before we get too busy. And hopefully it works for us today. Record. Done. Alright, there it is. We're also going to hit... Oh, about to miss it. Approach. Approach mode. There it is. Did I overfly it? Loc 1, did we get it? Did we get it? We flew through it. Use our heading to re-engage that. I flew right through it. I hit the approach mode just a little bit too late. I couldn't find it. What's up, Drewski in the chat? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I forgot to hit approach and I couldn't find it. I couldn't remember where it was. Alright, let's hit approach mode now to arm that. And we should now... We'll see. This is my first time flying. Alright, flaps coming down. My first time flying the CRJ V2 on an ILS approach. So we're learning together on whether or not this actually is going to work. Adding a little bit of power.
Skywest 116, wind calm, runway 21, clear to land.
21, clear to land, Skywest 116. Alright, approach mode is on, we're on low. It's not turning. It did not capture, we flew right through it. Flew right through it. And we don't have time to waste. Autopilot's gonna come off. I'm taking over the plane. My aircraft. It's a nice clear day here in Flagstaff. We'll fly it in ourselves. We cleared the land already. Ain't got time to be messing with no localizer if it does work or not. I don't really see the airport quite a bit, but I do have this to guide me in. I guess the terrain radar doesn't work because it's not pulling up any terrain.
November 7-1 Romeo Alpha, turn left heading 270.
Turn left heading 270 for 7 Romeo.
Alright, let's get our trim set up. Still no visual. I love this mountain range on the right. That's really sick. Don't quite see the visual, but I'm just going to follow the instruments here and hope that they don't steer me wrong. We can hold this altitude. Oh wait, HUD. Forgot about that. I forgot about that. Let's recenter my screen. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go, chat.
November 7-1 Romeo Alpha, continue the left turn heading 250.
We'll continue the left turn heading 250 for 7-1 Romeo Alpha.
Yeah, my flight director is not right either. Let's try to hit nav. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe I didn't hit nav and approach mode. Maybe that's why. We could try it again if we want. The director is still not really flying me to the runway. We're low right now. Let's get some altitude. I do have visual. It's way out in the distance. Probably can't see it on stream. I don't have any bearing. We're about 15 miles, I think. 18
November 7-1 Romeo Alpha, 9 miles from Zamab, fly heading 230, maintain 10,200 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 200 approach.
Element says I'm about to grease it.
Fly heading 230, we'll maintain 10,200 until established, and we'll do that. Clear the ILS 21 for 7 Romeo.
I have visual. I have one white, one red. I think it's only two
Cactus
happy
454,
lights.
set to maintain 4,000. 4,000, Cactus 454.
Cactus 454. Alright, let's go gear down. Do it early. Alright, gears down. Other notch flaps. I don't like this HUD, guys. You know what? I think I'm sitting too low. Maybe. I don't know. It's like cut off. Alright, we're high now, of course.
November 7-1 Romeo Alpha, I'm going to be closing up here shortly. Radar services terminated, change advisory frequency changes approved. Have a good night.
Change to advisory frequency. Thank you for your help, sir. 7-1 Romeo.
United 445, I'm going to be closing shortly. Radar services terminated, change to advisory frequency changes approved.
Alright, over to advisory. Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much. United 445.
Cactus 454, turn left heading 320, vector final. Hey, left turn 320, Cactus 454.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. 500. 400. Sync rate. 400.
We're high.
Sync rate.
We're landing though.
300.
We're okay.
200. Pull up.
Cactus 454 on that turn, Skyber Airport, 10 o'clock, 15 miles. That's inside Cactus 454. Cactus 454, cleared visual approach, runway 25.
We're gonna touch and go.
Contact Phoenix Tower 120.9, good night. 20.9, cleared visual 25, left Cactus 454, good night.
Albuquerque, Skywest 116 is going around.
Skywest 116, Roger, I'm going to be closing up shortly. You can change back to advisory frequency changes approved. Have a good night.
Full coat, Skywest 116.
Central Aircraft Phoenix approach is now closed and for the service 0336 Zulu. All radar services terminated. Change advisory frequency changes approved.
Alright, gears up. It was a very unstable approach. I was unhappy with it. So I'm gonna go around and try it again. I'm gonna go around and try it again. Let's try to get to like 8,200 feet. Man, it's gorgeous out here though. And we'll switch over to advisory. One, 22.8. There we go. Flagstaff traffic, Skywest 116 is going to go around turning left downwind, runway 21. Flagstaff. Alright, airport's over there. Had that F-18 rated descent, yeah we did. Like we're about to catch a wire, man, for sure. I'm also getting used to this HUD thing too, and I didn't like. I understand now why I was like it was getting cut off because my AOA was so off. I think I should be good right there. How's it feeling pitch-wise? Let's find out. This is a good time to kind of test out how it feels. I'm kind of trimming it out right now, but it doesn't feel as twitchy as it used to feel. It feels a bit more
traffic,
in the air.
Number 71 Romeo.
That makes sense.
Final for runway 21 for Flagstaff.
Like it feels a bit more in the air, you know what I mean? Like rather than just feeling like it was. Yeah, I think it feels pretty nice. I mean, it's a small plane, it's a light aircraft, so it should be pretty responsive, right?
And Blue, just a heads up, it wasn't a problem with the plane, it was a problem with the approach, because I'm having the same issue.
Yeah, but you couldn't capture either.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
Gotcha. I think I saw some people complaining in the Discord, in the V2 Discord, that they were having trouble capturing. So I'll have to send a clip over to them, and hopefully they can fix that because that's pretty important. Like imagine if I was doing an ILS, and I couldn't see the runway. You know what I mean? Like that would have made it very difficult to do. Let's see. I saw, but isn't the update made that we all wind up with 4 variants? Yes. Yes. No matter what variant you owned before, you will now get all of the variants of the CRJ for free if you already own the old one. I'm kind of blind right now in the sun. I think I see the airport right in the glare. Is there like a... Oh, that doesn't work, okay.
And Flagstaff traffic, Learjet 71 Romeo Alpha on very short final for runway 21 Flagstaff.
Yeah, runway's right there. This is going to be a very short final as well for us too. So, we're on a base turn right now. Flagstaff traffic, Skywest 116 is on the left base, runway 21. 5 miles, I would say. Alright, let's put the gear back down. And get some flaps in for landing here. And we'll turn in nice and tight for our visual approach for take 2 of our landing in the Flagstaff. I can already see 1 white and 1 red, which means we're at a good altitude right now. Let's watch our speed though. Look at that beautiful sunset though, man. Sheesh. As long as you trim it out, it shouldn't get too bad on you.
And Flagstaff traffic, 71 Romeo Alpha is clear of runway 21 at Alpha. Green deck.
Green deck. Hornet ball. Alright. Get our speed back. As we saw earlier, our VREF was like 137. So we were way too fast in that last approach, and a bit fast on this one too. Here comes some more flaps though. And I'll put in some trim. And that feels a lot better already. Gear is down and showing 3 green, flaps are down, and slats indicating as well. We are on a short final. Flagstaff traffic. Skywest 116, short final 2-1. Flagstaff. Alright, we're at 1-3 something. Hopefully our replay works, but right now we need to worry about buttering this on the Flagstaff runway at 7,000 feet. Winds are pretty calm, so nothing to worry about there. No excuses. There's 2 white, 2 red. 400. Speed is okay. Attempting to land the CRJ 300 with the HUD for the first time. 300. Over the trees and over the extended runway. 200. I don't know what our velocity vector is doing over there. We are landing. 100. I keep the power in. Gotta fly onto the runway because he wants to follow the sky. 20. And that's pretty solid, pretty firm. That's okay. Here comes the reversers. Hide that. 80 knots. Terminal. And 60 manual braking. There we go, we made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. On behalf of the captain and crew,
We made it. APU power on.
hope you will join us again.
Whew. That was a fun flight though. I really enjoyed that. Big shout out to VATSIP and all the ATC we had in LA and Albuquerque centers. Appreciate you guys. I believe the terminal's open. It's a very tiny airport. I remember when I landed here, like I had never been to an airport this small before. The APU door is open. It was APU. I had never been to an airport this tiny. There's no gates here. Basically walk off the plane when you park in front of the terminal over here. Flagstaff traffic, Skywest is clear of the active taxi park. And this is exactly where we parked when I came to Flagstaff in real life. From what I understand, I talked to some of the locals and the workers here, and apparently they only get a few regional jets a day. And I think they get the occasional A320. But mostly they have helicopter traffic and business jets, GA planes. Alright, that should be good. Brake sets. Made it. We made it. Ladies and gentlemen, Aerosoft's CRJ V2. Let me know what you think about it in the chat based on what you saw. Think this is a plane for you? You're gonna pass on this one? Hopefully we can get the replay working. We're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna hop off of VATSIM. Thank you, Element, for flying with us, man. I really appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it too. Hope you enjoyed it too. Let's see. Let us see. So, we should be able to go to the top menu here. Click on FCR for Flight Control Replay, the built-in plugin, and hit the record button again to stop the recording. You should then be able to save that recording. And we should also be able to replay that recording. So let's see if it will play back. Oh, it's working this time. Oh, look at that shot. Oh, look at the sun in the background. That looks nice. Wait, is my gear like partly open? What is this, an F-18? Alright, let's fast forward to the landing. So we did our touch and go. A very unstable approach. Here's a touch and go right here. Actually, we didn't touch at all, actually. Anytime element, bro. Anytime. Your Sim CFI. Welcome to the stream, bro. I was literally just watching your tutorial yesterday. Y'all make sure you, everybody in the chat, go check out your Sim CFI. If you're looking to learn how to fly the CRJ tomorrow. I'm not sure if he still flies them in real life, but I know that he is or was a real CRJ pilot. Has some great videos and tutorials about real life ops on his YouTube channel, so check him out. Very well spoken, very good channel. Very good channel. And I'm personally looking forward to his upcoming tutorials. I want to learn how to fly the thing legitly. Alright, this is our actual landing. We are going to hit play. Let's see how we did. Yeah, I psyched him out. I didn't actually touch. Oh, it wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. It felt like harder in the like live play, I should say. Let me see. Are we still recording on velocity? Let me turn this off. In flight. Yeah, we'll change the time so we can see a bit better. There we go. What was our landing rate? Let me see. That can't be right. That can't be right. Is that the first landing or the replay landing? Because sometimes it records a replay landing. I don't know. Valanta says I got a 407. But I don't know. I don't believe you. What do you think, chat? Is this a 407? Oh, this looks so much better in the sunlight. Oh, that looks so nice. Alright, get out of here. I want to see you. Ooh. I love this airport. Yeah, that was pretty tough. We planted it. Like, the reason why it didn't look that hard is because there's like no wing flex. There's like no shock absorption in the replay. And so it looked like it was pretty like okay, but like if you really pay attention to what should have happened, yeah, we should have, yeah, that should have looked pretty ugly, that one right there. Let me get us a flyby camera. Let me just get on the ground first. Do I have a pilot license? No, not yet. That is the ultimate goal. Alright, so we're down here. We're gonna go to do my little secret sauce. Get my flyby camera going here. We'll hit reset position and we'll drop it down low. Drop it low. Right there. We'll hit drone lock mode, drone follow, or rotate that sucker. I think I like this side. I want to fly this airport again. This airport is dope. I think that should be good right there. And remove that, and rewind, and see how he looks from this view. Let's see how it looks from this view. That's it. That is a in real life normal CRJ landing, and the IRL 900 gear is a straight hole, no give, no shock. 200 feet per minute would be firm in it. Well done. Wow. Wow. Good to know. Look at the trees in the background. Oh my gosh. I knew I picked the right airport today. Alright, here we come. The nose up. And there it is. It's a pretty looking landing though. The plane looks good. Like in the daylight, like the plane looks good. Like I know it's again the 3D model and textures and whatnot didn't really improve all that much, but like I never thought it looked that bad to begin with. I mean, I never played P3D, so I don't know how it looked back then. I don't have that to compare to, but I don't know. I think it's a solid plane, personally. People are gonna hate it because it's a CRJ. People are racist to CRJs. It's, you know, it's not okay, but it's okay. But you know, CRJ lives matter as well. So we always say on our channel, CRJ lives matter as well. It always bothers me when I'm watching like those big plane spotting channels. You know what I'm saying? and they like completely skip over the CRJ's landing. Like, come on, man, show the CRJs some love, and the ERJs. They're not my favorite either, but they exist. There it is, chat. Yeah, V2 guys, V2 CRJ from Aerosoft V2 comes out tomorrow. So those who are looking forward to flying it, comes out tomorrow. In all honesty, what I'm most actually happy and excited about is the fact that we finally have another third-party Microsoft 2024 aircraft to fly. You know, that's pretty solid. Now, we obviously got to get that localizer thing figured out. That's not working, right? But that should hopefully be a fairly quick and easy-ish fix. I don't know. I'm not a developer. But point is, I'm happy we finally got some planes coming over to 2024. Now, yes, this is a 2020 plane. Let me repeat that. I mentioned this in the beginning of the stream. This is a 2020 plane that happens to work in 24. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's watch from the threshold cam from back here. If I can get the camera to move. There we go. You think it got delayed? Yeah, I've been hearing some rumors that it might get delayed. It wouldn't surprise me. In my opinion, I would much rather it get delayed than it come out broken. Yeah, I actually kind of like this angle right here. Let's watch it from here first, and then we'll go over to the where I was actually planning on going. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it got delayed. But yeah, I'm just happy to see some more third-party airliners and just aircraft in general finally coming to Microsoft 2024. We need the whole lineup. I need my whole hangar updated, man. I need the whole hangar updated. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I think I might have rewinded it too far back. Why is it jolting and freezing? It's because I was rewinding it back to watch the replay. That's why. That is why. Watch it a couple more times. We'll definitely do it from the wing view at some point as well. Man, I wish we had chase plane, because on chase plane it adds like the touchdown effects to the camera and stuff. But again, we don't have that in 2024 yet either. So it's slowly coming. It's slowly going. I think we're supposed to get Sim Update 2 this week, chat, or next week, like the beta at least, not the actual whole update. But I think we're supposed to get the Sim Update 2 beta either this week or next week. So I'm looking forward to that, because it's supposed to fix a lot of the career mode stuff. And I honestly, personally stopped using career mode for the most part, because it's been, the stuff I want to do ain't working. So I'm hoping they fix it. All right, here comes my CRJ for landing in the Flagstaff, with the beautiful trees in the background. Pretty fair. Yeah, much more stable approach than our first attempt before the go around. That, yeah, I was like, we got one landing today, we got one approach. I want to make sure I kind of get it, fairly right. All right, let's go for the view that I was actually going for now, which was actually going to be behind the plane over here. Career mode was trash. You gave up after skydiving? That's pretty early, man. I mean, I went pretty deep into the career mode. I mean, I did pretty much everything. Like, I beat the game. No, I didn't go that far, but I got pretty far. It was a grind getting there, and the main thing for me was the search and rescue helicopter missions is what I wanted to do. And when I got there, they were broken. So I'm hoping they fix that. If they don't fix, I don't care if they fix anything else. I just want them to fix my freaking helicopter search and rescue missions. That's all I want. Yeah, a pilot's life is better. NeoFly is better. All of the alternatives are better. But I should say they're better for the more hardcore audience, right? I think for a casual person, the career mode is a lot of fun, honestly. I've watched a bunch of live streams, not just from, like, our popular flight sim streamers, but also from people who don't play flight sim, like people who play Fortnite, people who play Call of Duty for streams. Like, I've been watching people who do those for streams and seeing them play it and seeing how they enjoy it, and they actually seem to really enjoy the career mode. And I think that because of career mode, they actually played more than they played 2020, because in 2020 they're like, okay, cool, there's my house, what do I do now? So I think it's done its job, but I also don't feel like career mode was made for people like me and many of you who are watching this live stream. That's what I think. All right, let's get us one more view from the wing view, and we'll get on out of here, guys. We are planning on going live again tomorrow. I'm gonna try. I think this stream here was proof that I fixed my PC crashing issue. Hopefully I don't jinx it right now. My PC was crashing really bad last week, which was why we couldn't get any streams done last week. But now, the fact that I've been playing, we've been live for almost 2.5 hours and it hasn't crashed, means that I was able to fix whatever that problem was. And so I'm going to try to do a bunch of streaming this week. I'm probably going to try to stream like every day during the week. But we'll see if I can stick to that schedule. But tomorrow, probably tomorrow and possibly the next 2 days, we're probably going to do some train sim. Somebody in chat did ask about the new Dutch Netherlands route on Train Sim World. That comes out tomorrow. So I may stream that. I might make a video and then not stream it, but I don't know. I also want to redo my Thomas the Tank Engine train stream I attempted to do last week. So we may do that. And then I want to hop back on the flight sim probably by Thursday and fly probably like A350 or something. We'll see what we fly, I don't know. And then Friday, as we do every Friday, we'll do DCS World. Your Sim CF5. If you're still here, bro, you should come through, man. I saw you had a lot of DCS videos. You should come through and fly with us on DCS sometime. It doesn't have to be on stream. It can be off stream. We got us a nice little squad going. So, could definitely use some more guys who are prominent. But anyways, there's a touchdown. Bullets are up. A little bit of a weird wing flex on the engine. But welcome to Flagstaff chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys will enjoy the plane, and hopefully Aerosoft will get it right on this release and repair their reputation. Until next time, remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. Big shout out to Aerosoft. Thank you guys for letting me do a pre-release stream and content for this. I don't want Aerosoft to fail. Let me make that clear. I know we were very harsh on Aerosoft with the A330 release, and I think we needed to be. I think Aerosoft needed a reality check when they dropped the A330 release. I think it was disrespectful to release a plane to us like that. I think it was embarrassing. Hopefully they can come back from it. Their scenery is still amazing. We know they can give us quality, and they just gotta take the time to do it. Don't follow the money, follow the passion. That's what I gotta say. Until next time, I already said the outro. I'll see you guys next time. Next video, I'm out of here. See ya.